Are you feeling sluggish, bloated, or constantly fatigued?
It may be time to give your body a reset with a
Whether
detox.
it's poop, pee, sweat, tears, breath, and it's clogged up and those pathways are blocked, like you gain weight, you'll have deficiencies, you'll have disease. Ultimately, the toxins can build up to the point where there's death. Detoxifying your body is essential for maintaining optimal health. By eliminating toxins and impurities, you can boost your energy levels, improve digestion, and even promote weight loss.
Today, we'll show you the safe and proper way to do a detox. So,
We're going to do this thing a little differently.
yes, we are.
I don't know how you convinced me to do this, but okay.
Why should we detox?
Well, for starters, it's because people want a stronger immune system. They're always getting sick. So you want to boost and that strong to be able to fight off any disease or any acute sickness. Another thing is they want to increase energy. A lot of people experience brain fog, so more clarity of mind. Better sleep. Sleep is a big one as well. A lot of people just don't get the proper amount of sleep or feel well rested when they wake up. And ultimately, they do want to heal from any kind of physical symptoms they may be experiencing. It could be, skin issues, gut issues, hair issues, anything that manifests itself physically.
So, if you don't detox, what would happen?
It's a good question. There's really a column like the 4 or 5 Ds. It's called 5 Ds, and you'll have deficiencies, minerals, nutrients. You will have disease. We all know what that is. You can have a disorder, right? Something's just wrong and there's no order going on. And you can have a disability. That's why I think you have 4 Ds, but really there's 5 Ds because ultimately the toxins can build up to the point where there's death.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, what causes you to become so toxic?
I go to the toxins.
Yeah, what are they?
Well, there's another one. That's what I learned from my health coach, Diane Kaiser, and there's call them the 4 M's. And that's how you can remember the main ones that cause the most destruction. And the 4 M's are metals, as in heavy metals, a lot of toxicity there. Magnetic frequencies, so all the Wi-Fi's, 5Gs, all that stuff that's going around in the sky that you can't see, kind of invisible in a sense. Mold is a third M, and the last M is microbial
Wow.
toxins. Yeah.
So let's dig a little further.
Okay.
So what is in our gosh, what question? How should I frame this?
Just keep talking. Don't just keep going. Don't just keep going.
So it's like it's toxins are all around us,
Okay.
right? So where where can you find where is it found? Just you say it's in the air, it's in the metals. Where is metals? Where is it? Where can you get it from?
Yeah. So a lot of the toxins there can be like made by man,
Okay.
and that can be in the food. And you're kind of talking about environmental, and yeah, definitely in the water, the air, like pesticides. Those are man-made chemicals. Smoke can even have a lot of toxic things in them from the things that they're burning and in the air. Other things that are man-made, medication, healthcare products, and those are toxic chemicals that people take every single day.
And they don't even think anything about it.
Don't think anything about it. Stuff that uh, that you used to use, but a lot of women use are beauty products. The makeups, the I don't know all the terms.
The foundation, the perfumes, the lotions, the retinols, shampoos, conditioners.
Yeah.
So many products out there, and a lot of younger kids are getting into it. They're being targeted. They don't even realize they're being targeted.
Completely 100%
You'll
to
go
being
to
full of
certain,
toxins.
yeah, you go to certain beauty stores, and it's just loaded with very young people.
Yeah, I would walk into some stores. I walk right back. I can
Yes,
smell
it's
how
too
bad it
strong.
smells.
Yeah. Where else?
So yeah, the home is a big thing, from the BPA, the plastics, to even like the retardants on furniture,
On the mattress
for
too.
mattress, forever type of chemicals, could even
Right.
cause a lot of
Cleaning
toxicities.
products.
Yeah, so that's where it's found. So yeah, you got the man-made, and you also have just like nature, kind of in a sense,
Okay.
toxins.
So the how does it affect you though?
Well, different toxins affect you differently. So with, I mean, kind of not to get too deep in it. When you talk like microbial microbes, the bad bacteria. There's good bacteria and also bad bacteria. The bad bacteria, they or even parasites as well, can
Oh
cause a
wow.
lot of problems. Yeah, so they are able to break down amino acids, and there's a byproduct that's created, which is ammonia. Your liver is used to detoxify that, but if you continuously have all these toxins, it gets overloaded, and that overload produces more toxic byproducts that destroy your liver, but also because you pee out the toxins, can hurt your kidneys as well. Um, Another other thing is like in your gut, there's good bacteria, bad bacteria once again, but the bad bacteria can spit out poisons or endotoxins, and that can mess with your hormones, your serotonin, your dopamine. So now you're thinking about, your mental state, your emotional state.
And there's so many people who are depressed or
Yeah,
have anxiety.
completely. Even further, now let's go a
It's
little bit deeper
connected.
though. It's all connected, and now you start talking about this rise of cancers. Well, the rise of cancers is partly due to the fact that people have a higher toxicity of estrogens that they cannot break down. Don't get complicated, but estrogen binds to different parts of the body, and that can induce cancers.
Yeah, because your body's estrogen is like a growth hormone. So you look into for women, particularly growing a human in them. But if you have too much, your body can grow other things.
It will grow different things, yeah, and it
Gotcha.
also will make you gain weight, which
Okay.
increases the chance of cancer. So you say you develop the cancer, estrogens are running rapid, you're toxic there, gain weight, greater chance of developing cancer. And the thing is, now because your liver is overloaded, it can't function as a filter. It's and you need to break down. You need your liver to break everything down, because the liver breaks down the estrogen, which you're able to excrete. It can't do that,
You have
then you
problems.
have all the problems, and cancer is one of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's another one?
Another one is, say, mold. Mold's a big one that goes unhidden. It's hidden.
When you say mold, you talking about mold that's in somebody's house that's under the carpet that was once wet, or mold
Yeah,
that's behind the walls that you can't see?
exactly.
Is it the black stuff or is
It's
it
the black stuff. It could be green. Any kind of mold. It's causing problems. Yeah. So with all that being said, without getting too deep, the thing is you're able to purify your body and detox it all out. The key thing is that you want to have a properly designed detox.
okay? What does that look like?
What
Well, I
you
guess
want to understand how the body itself is able to detoxify. And so if you understand how the body detoxifies itself, then you're able to create a detox to optimize that process.
okay. So how does the body detoxify itself then?
Okay, so first, how do you get toxified? Toxins enter the body through your lungs,
Okay.
your skin, your gut, right? The things you eat. Once they get into your body, they enter your bloodstream. That's how all the nutrients, everything gets transferred to all the different cells in your body. You follow me so far?
Yeah.
Now, if you have a body that doesn't allow yourself to excrete things, whether through its poop, pee, sweat, tears, breath, and it's clogged up and those pathways are blocked, well, now you start to develop more of a chemical stress. That chemical stress leads to all those disorders and diseases and problems that we talked about just a few minutes ago. Then, as those are around, if you're healthy function, you're able, the liver in good shape, it eliminates everything. It can go through the bile down to the gallbladder and then out the poo, right? And there goes all the toxins. A detox, as I said before, optimizes that process.
So if somebody says, "Oh, I go to the bathroom every day," that's a detox.
Well, that's not necessarily detox. Now, if you're flowing that way, one time it's not bad. But you would really want to be going poop about 2-3 times a day, regularly. There's people who go poop once a day. There's people who go poop once a week. And there's some people who poop once a month, and that's a struggle.
Oh my god!
It's a struggle. So you can just imagine how clogged up and how much toxins are built up in
And
the
how
body.
are they feeling?
Yeah. Got to detoxify. And that all those toxins are making you feel that way. Have you ever felt like so bad in your stomach and you just knew you had to go poop? Like, oh my God, it hurts so bad.
You have to go relieve yourself.
And when you do, that feeling of comfort is so instantaneous, it feels so good. So imagine with all that stuff that's kind of in your body, just trying to telling it to get out. That's toxic. Poop is toxic.
Yeah, that's
So yeah,
well,
so you want to optimize that process.
okay. What does a proper design detox look like?
First thing you want to focus on is energy. To heal, when you get sick, you get decreased energy because your body's using all your energy to heal. So for number one thing, a lot of detoxes don't even focus on is energy. Also want to open up the drainage pathways. I am talking about the liver, the kidneys, even sweating. You got to open those up again. A lot of detoxes do not focus on these first two steps. If you don't have the energy and you're not opened up, you're not going to be able to remove the toxins because that's the third step. A lot of people just jump right to step number 3. They do it themselves and they feel worse than they actually did it, and they think they did something. They didn't do anything.
But people think, oh, I'll just go buy the detox teas. You've seen those, right?
Of course, yeah.
Or I'll go get a colon cleanse from the store. I'll go buy something that says colon cleanse.
Yeah.
Take some pills, and that's my detox right there.
Yeah, no, that's not a detox. No, that's a Band-Aid. What you need is a really good, thorough cleansing of the body that may last, 2 weeks minimum when you're on kind of maintenance. But a lot of times when you've got a lot of those disorders or diseases, you got to go a lot longer. Skin issues, gut issues, because you got to systematically get everything out in order to heal. That's which is the fourth step. You heal after you can detox. So it could be a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Really start seeing a difference. A lot of people who detox properly can see a difference in 2 weeks. That quick. Like diabetes, if you properly detox, you can control your insulin numbers right away, or not insulin numbers, but your sugar levels instantly. In 2 weeks, it feel a big difference. And you keep that going to remove all the other toxins. Some stuff, maybe like Lyme, etc., can go for 6, 7, 8 months. And there's always these different levels and intensities you can go at. Again, you got to kind of customize for everybody and figure out what works.
Yeah, I remember when I did mine, it's like at one point it felt like I was going too fast and I didn't like how I felt. So I pulled it back some. And then once I got used to it, now it's like I'm on a detox right now and it's just like whizzing by, no problems. I don't feel it.
We talked about that on our walk today.
Yeah, don't feel it. I feel normal. I feel good. I have energy. I am lifting my weights. I am doing all things. I'm walking a lot. And I am running around not feeling tired. I mean, at the end of the day, I am tired because my body's telling me the sun is down. It's time to go to sleep.
Yeah. But you're not like oh, I'm dead. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm not laying up on the sofa or the bed and I
Yep.
can't get out of bed. I mean, I've heard stories of people. Well, that's on detox. Never mind.
Well, and that's the thing. You're able to understand a good point you may bring up there, because when you first were feeling all the different elements you were having, you went through a detox. You went through a longer period to get to feeling better, and you were feeling your body release all those toxins. You do feel some kind of way. The good thing is that you properly did it. If you didn't properly open your pathways and focus on energy, you would have stopped at day number 2. But you kept going. You did slow it down at your own pace because everybody works a little differently. You compare and contrast that with people who need to go through a detox for the first time. That's what they're going to be experiencing. The difference now is because you have healed from initial detox, you support your life with a good lifestyle habits and diet. The maintenance part of it all, it's very, very simple. All you're doing is kind of get a little jump start, a little boost to remove a little bit more of the toxins from binders or whatever it may be. So definitely, it all depends kind of where you're at on your journey. But ultimately, all detoxes are the same. And that's where you've got to properly design them and focus on those main 4 things.
Okay. So How, what is the proper order to detox?
Yeah, that's definitely not a colon tea.
Drinking a tea for the colon to
Yeah,
make you have a colon cleanse? That's not a detox?
that's not a detox. So you hop on the thing on TikTok and get the latest cleanse. It just that's not what you got to do. So there is a proper order to do it. Now,
Okay.
the number one
Enlighten us.
thing you got to do is open up your colon. And we're kind of playing around and hinting at it. But that's how many times you poop in a day. You got to get some flowing going on there. One time a week is not going to work. One time a day will not work. We got to get things moving through your body because your body's going to absorb what it needs quickly and get rid of stuff it doesn't need. That's how the body works. And that's how any animal body works. Now, animals eat stuff and they're gone, right? So the colon, we got to get to 2-3 times of good quality, I'm going to call them poos, okay? That are not too hard, not like diarrhea as well, soft and watery, but just the right texture. Don't want to get too graphic here, but we got to flow 2-3 times a day, right poops, working on the colon.
Okay. What's next?
Next thing is once you get that going good, you'll be also kind of working on your kidneys by drinking the proper amount of water. Don't need to go crazy on some herbal teas. And you want to focus on the liver. I pounded away how the liver is needed because that's the filter of the body. It works hard to filter all the stuff that goes into the bloodstream. So you got to be able to allow the liver to cleanse itself out, get rid of all the junk, to make the bile, to give all that stuff to the gallbladder. So that includes the liver as a gallbladder as well. And that's just getting the bile to flow really, really good into the stools, out of the body. So now we're trying to create this cycle of flow through the body, right? From all the inflow of the stuff you put into your body that we talked about earlier.
Okay. What's next?
Next thing we work on, and this is another part that a lot of cleanses do not mention, and that's the lymphatic system.
Oh, wow.
Have you, besides me and you talking or know our coaches, have you heard of anybody really talk about
No.
the the lymphatic system is where essentially your body fights off diseases. So you want good flow of the lymphatic system to get it out because that does kind of go back into excreted into your the normal way of excretion. So the lymphatic system is next, and so colon, liver, gallbladder, and then lymphatic system.
Okay.
That is kind of your drainage pathways. I mean, of course, we got to talk about sweating, breathing properly. But once that's going, you're peeing and pooping, now we can start to really get into pulling out those major toxins that causing disease and disorder and destruction.
Okay.
So once that's flowing, next step we go to is to start working on and pulling out parasites. Parasites are normal. Parasites you think you can only get from the water in Mexico or some other foreign country. No.
I just think of these long worms inside of you.
And there's some are long ones, some are small, but they're there, and they cause a lot of problems with the toxins they can develop. They steal all the good nutrients. They can spew all the stuff that throw off your hormones the way you think. So those little boogers, you want to get out of the body, and there's a way to get to them inside your gut by thoroughly cleaning it out to get to the point where they're hiding behind all that sludge, if you will, because it's sludgy. Think of a dirty, moldy water hose. You put your finger in there and you can slide all around.
You're giving me a visual.
Well, I mean, that's how it is. That's how it is. If you want a real good visual, all you got to do is in the mirror, open your mouth, and you can see what condition it is. You got a nice, clean, pristine, inflammation-free mouth. They're probably going to have a nice rest of the pipe going to the body. If it's looking kind of rough, you're going to have a rough looking.
Oh, that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
parasites will be for next, and then you're also able to target the heavy metals. Pull out the heavy metals. You want to make sure you do it properly and flowing out, because if not, it can be all these toxins can be reabsorbed.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, would you say, it's key to have a good support system? You shouldn't do these by yourself?
Yeah, you definitely want to have it properly attended to. Because if you try to do it by yourself, you're going to feel worse.
Okay.
Because you're not going to know how to properly design this. You're not going to know how to do what steps going to go first or what you got to do it. And a lot of people they try to do it themselves, and they end up quitting after a day or 2 or 3 because they start feeling worse, and that's because they haven't focused on the energy or the drainage pathways.
Gotcha.
So that will definitely,
So, so if they have the proper support and they taking opening up their drainage pathways and they're targeting these different things, what other type of support do they need to help this process along?
The input. It's the input. So we're talking about the output of the detoxes. Got to change your eating habits, nutritional. You feed your body for nutrition, right? So it's the diet and lifestyle choices. Got to exercise. That input will allow you to maintain the level you're going to be at for the most part after you detox for however long, right? If you go back to what you're doing before,
You end up
you're
again.
exposing yourself to more of the same toxins. You're kind of repeating the same cycle. That's
Which
madness. That's crazy.
I was about to say that's madness.
Yeah. So ultimately, it comes down to this: is it's you gotta be empowered. That way, you can essentially live a longer and better life, right? And the way you do that is that you gotta believe in it will that the body heals itself to overcome any kind of disease or disorder. And if you put it in the proper environment and remove the toxins, that's going to allow the body to thrive and function.
Which makes total sense.
Yeah, get your life back
Yeah.
completely. Feeling back to like you did and how you know you ought to feel.
Yeah. Which to me is worth its weight in gold, because you ever hear that saying, if you don't have your health, if you could be rich and if you don't have your health, you don't have anything.
It's real. I had patients. One great guy. He's a great guy. Come in and he said, "Man, I woke up one day and feel like bad, and I realized that I can have everything, but my health is the most important thing ever."
Yeah.
And that's what people have to ask themselves: is what is it worth? What's the price to feel like yourself again?
Yeah.
And especially if you want to do this properly with a health coach. And there's some health coaches can charge $3,000 up to $20,000, $25,000 depending on the program and what they do. But again, the average person spends $14,000 in healthcare a year, and
Wow.
they don't get better. However, if you have a high success rate to invest $14,000 and you feel better and you follow the protocols, and this is the way to go,
You won't need to go to a doctor again.
you don't need to go to the doctor again. You won't have to take all the medicines. You'll start feeling better. You'll overcome the disease and distress.
Wow.
It really is so profound, so deep. And that's why we kind of started this podcast to have people discover us, and they're going to learn some things that actually work. And hopefully they'll become empowered to do the same thing. Right?
That sounds really good.
Because it is good. It is good. I mean, imagine living life where you can feel like yourself.
You not miss work.
Don't miss
You not
work.
miss your kids' activities. Be there for them. Do things with them. Go on vacation. It's not fun to not be able to get out of bed, have no energy to do anything, to be sluggish and can't move, or just tired.
Why endure life when you can enjoy it?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. My health coach, she told me this, and I thought it was so profound. It's if you do not make time for wellness now, right? Then you will be forced to make time for illness later. That's from Diane Keyser, my health coach.
That makes total sense.
Just a different way of reframing your current situation to become empowered.
A lot of people think, you only live once, so I'm going to live it to the best of my ability. And I'll just, when my time is up, my time is up. And it's just like, well, okay. But between now until your time is up, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
If you don't do something to take care of that, it's going to hurt.
Yeah. And there's decisions to be made. There's choices there, and you don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Remember that one time we saw this guy walking out of a store, and he had was it a tank with him, an oxygen tank, and he had something in his nose, and he was barely walking. He was barely fitting it into his shoes because his feet and his ankles were swollen.
A lot of problems there. Yeah, a lot of problems there. I won't go down that road there, but a lot of problems there.
But my point is, it's like
Don't have to live that way.
Yeah, that was not enjoyable.
No.
That's what I was trying to.
Yeah. It's not. You can avoid that totally.
But anyway, thanks for watching. If you're interested in learning more about our Power Detox Cleanse, There will be a link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and for more tips on health and wellness. Take care of yourself. Until next time, stay purified.
Yeah. Take care.